All right. It is 12 o'clock and we are just about ready to start. Welcome, everybody. This is Scott Kokenauer, and I am so glad that you came to join me. Welcome, those of you who are joining on Facebook Live, and we will get started here in 1 second. I just wanted to welcome you all. Um, If you have 20 minutes to give, that's great. That's about all I'm going to take today. And uh, we'll get started here as soon as possible. Just hang on 1 second. All right. Okay. Again, thank you for taking the time out of your schedule. I'm sure it's very busy, and I'm sure that there are lots of other things you could be doing, but you are here and you are ready to go. We are going to talk about excellence today. So, and we are also doubling, this video is a double for the podcast. And so we will begin the podcast here, the podcast portion of it, real quickly here. I'm getting to oh, there we are, questions. So I'm going to open this card. How you doing today? If you feel like you want to share that, that's fine. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. Welcome to episode 3 of the Fridays on Excellence show, where we are becoming the fullest expression of our unique God given design. My name is Scott Kokenauer. I'm your host. I'm honored that you would join me today. You could be anywhere right now, but you chose to check out the show, and thank you. So let's get started, shall we? All right, here are your 3 coaching questions. Question number 1. What personality types are you drawn to? There are, I'm going to use 4 basic personality types. We're not going to have near the time to get into personality right now, but I use 4 animals: otter, lion, golden retriever, or beaver. The lion is the king of the jungle. It's my way or the highway. We get things done. Think CEO. The otter is there to remind us that we should have fun along the way. They are playful, they are very outgoing, very friendly, and gregarious. The third, golden retriever. These are your pastors, your counselors. They have empathy, they care about people. And finally, your beaver personality type is busy as a beaver. These are your CPAs. These are your actuaries. These are the people you want if you need someone to do detail in your life. So the question is, what personality type or types are you drawn to? In other words, what type of person out of these 4 animals gives you energy that you're drawn to because you want to be around? Number 2, who are your mentors? We all need mentors. And we all need mentors who are older than us, who have been where we're headed. And we need younger mentors, especially those in my age and older, in the 50s, 60s, 70s, because there's been such a tremendous change in technology that there are, believe it or not, there are people younger than us, those of you who are my age, who don't know what it's like to not have the internet and Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. They just grew up and it was there. We know what it's like before, but they don't know what it's like. And so we can be mentors to them, but they can also be, it's reverse mentorship. So who are your mentors? And third, who could you call at 2 a.m. for help? Think about that. Who could you call for help in the middle of the night and they would come to your aid? Now, these 3 questions, like all the 3 questions section, are designed to get you thinking. They're designed to get you deep within yourself. You can pick one or two or all three, write them down on a 3x5 card and keep it with you all this week. Contemplate, meditate, start noticing a deeper thing that is going on in you that you have never noticed before in your entire life. Those are the three coaching questions. All right. Let's move on to the pillars of excellence. Here's your first pillar. Everyone should strive for an excellent support network. An excellent support network. What is a support network in the realm of the art of excellence? There are six. Number one, everyone should have a spiritual mentor who will make sense of your world from a high level perspective. And by high level, I mean eternal. Number two, we need six close friends with whom you can give and take and do life together. Why six? Well, there will eventually be, unless you're cremated, there will eventually need to be six pallbearers. And a good friend of mine, Doug Boquist, um, I remember him talking about this. You are blessed if you've got your pallbearers and you can do life with them before you're gone. So, six close friends. Number three, a financial advisor who will help you manage your debt, manage your savings, your retirement account, and everything else that's related to your financial excellence. Third, everyone should have a therapist or a counselor. Um, these people help you make sense of your experiences and they help you integrate these experiences for a well rounded life. From time to time, we all get stuck. We all need that person who is trained on purpose, trained to listen and to help guide you through whatever it is you are stuck in. So, a support network will include a therapist or counselor. Fifth, a fitness trainer. Fitness trainers will help you build muscle while creating a healthy lifestyle. Now, fitness trainers can be as simple as a coaching app on your phone, or they could be a full fledged fitness trainer in a gym that you are accountable to and you work side by side with. Finally, there is the career or executive coach. These types of people will help draw out your brilliance as you carry the responsibilities of your job, or help draw out the awareness of your brilliance as you are looking for a job. Spiritual mentor, six close friends, a financial advisor, a therapist or counselor, a fitness trainer, and a career or executive coach. That is the makeup of an excellent support network. So notice that each of these relationships requires work. For example, the spiritual mentor who will help you make sense of the world from a high level perspective requires your discernment. You can't just pick anybody. And it's co-active work. This is not something where a spiritual mentor can just tell you what to do. It's a co-active collaboration. And third, it is meant to be supplemented with scripture and other friends' advice and prayer, and maybe that counselor that you have. Now, with the six close friends with whom you will give and take and do life together, we are going to look at this one in more depth in pillar number two. Hang on. Financial advisor, who is going to help you manage the debt, savings, retirement account, and so on. Um, you need to seek out their track record of success before you engage with a financial advisor. Again, you need discernment. And you also need to look at the reviews of other people that this potential financial advisor has served. What are they saying about this person? Therapist or counselor who will make sense of your experiences and help you integrate them for a well rounded life. You, like all the others so far, you need discernment to find the right counselor, the right therapist. You can test to see if you're comfortable sharing with this person. Sometimes this role can be a mentor or a guardian and not so much a counselor. But you need someone who will help you make sense of your experiences. The fitness trainer, again, you need discernment. You need someone that you're comfortable with, someone who will listen to your specific needs and not push you through an exercise routine that is not for you. A career or executive coach who draws out your brilliance as you carry on the responsibilities of work. You need, you guessed it, discernment. There needs to be rapport. You need to understand and be understood by this potential coach. And you need someone who will challenge you and not just say yes to everything that you're saying. You need someone who will push you, who will challenge you to go deeper and farther than you ever thought possible. So that is the first pillar. The second pillar, we're going to talk about the 5 keys to an excellent relationship. Our information on the 5 keys of excellent relationships comes from One Love. JoinOneLove.org. One Love was founded in honor of Yeardley Love, who was a young woman who was tragically um, beaten at age 22. Her death was completely preventable. And so their mission at joinonelove.org is to make sure that it doesn't happen to others. Miss Love's story can be found at joinonelove.org. Her many friends say that to know her was to love her. Ironically, her life was ended by someone who claimed that he did love her. On May 3rd, 2010, Sharon Love found out that her daughter had been beaten to death by her ex boyfriend. The shock of that moment will stay with her forever. And she said, I've said these words countless times in the years since as I tell our story, yet they still seem as impossible and unimaginable as they did that day. Like all mothers, Sharon Love sometimes worried that something bad would happen to her child, an injury on the lacrosse field, for example, or a car accident, that her daughter Yeardley would get hurt by her partner had never crossed her mind. She said, I didn't know then what I know now, that relationship abuse is a public health epidemic, and that young women in Yeardley's age group are at 3 times greater risk than any other demographic. Now, it's from the One Love files that we will review the 5 keys to an excellent relationship. They are trust. All healthy relationships require mutual and unguarded trust. And this takes time to build. And just as it takes time to build, it takes seconds to lose trust. Trust is the currency of relationships. Second, communication. It's important to be able to talk about what you both want and what you both expect. Sometimes this means being honest and having uncomfortable conversations. How many of us run from uncomfortable conversations? I know I do. And it's just a tendency. We just don't want to face conflict. But it's through those tough conversations that you can actually deepen your relationship. Third, respect. This is mutual respect for one another. It means listening to your partner, like actually listening, not listening in order to say something, but literally listening and respecting your partner's choices and opinions. Just because you don't always see eye to eye, it doesn't mean that one person needs to change their mind in order for your relationship to work. You are going to have differences. Every one of us is unique. So you're going to have to respect one another. Number 4, boundaries. We all have personal boundaries on what makes us feel good, comfortable, and safe. And it's in this healthy relationship that you should feel 100% comfortable. Think about it. When you're in a relationship and you're not 100% comfortable communicating those boundaries and living within them, that's a really difficult relationship. And number 5, support. Support is having a supportive partner who you know has your back. It means not using tactics to manipulate or control or put down. They'll encourage you to spend time with other friends and family and work toward your personal goals. And they'll encourage you to have a life outside of the relationship. Supportive partners will always want what's best for you. Those are five key elements in an excellent relationship. So here's your takeaway. Here's what we're going to talk about. Um, what you want to do is pick someone that you know that it's been a while that you've talked and make write down their name right now and make a commitment before we even close this live session that you will either call them or text them or mail them or email them and arrange to have coffee just to talk. Now, in this, when as I'm recording this, we're in the midst of a pandemic, but don't let that stop you. If you're not comfortable, if they are not comfortable meeting face to face, get on a Zoom or a FaceTime or even just the phone call, just to talk. Do it right now. Think of someone in your life that you need to connect with again. And whoever comes to mind, pick the venue and go do it. That is your takeaway for this week. And before you go, let me remind you about the Zoe booklet. It's a high level overview of the pursuit of a zone of excellence. You can call it Zoe or Zoe, however you want to. You can find it on Amazon by searching ZOE, your zone of excellence. And I also want to remind you that I'm working on this body of knowledge that I'm calling the art of excellence. Now, I don't have all the answers. I really don't. And I don't pretend to. And if you hear that noise, that's a tractor going down the road in front of me. So just let you know I'm in the country when I'm recording this, and that's what that noise is. But I'm working out this body of knowledge called the art of excellence. I would like to invite you to go there. bit.ly/ the art of excellence, all lowercase. bit.ly/ the art of excellence, all lowercase. That will get you into a workflowy, which is a program, a platform that where you will see an outline version of all of the topics that I'm working on. You can also click on a link that will allow you to speak into this body of knowledge, and I really encourage you to do that. Um, I consider this a collaborative effort, this whole idea, this whole business of life and humanity. And none of us has all the answers, but all of us have more answers than the sum of us. So if you followed that, that wraps up episode 3 on Fridays of Excellence, where we're becoming the fullest expression of our unique God given design. I'm Scott Kokenauer, owner and founder of ServingStrong.com. I'm pleased that you've joined me today on this journey. I really am. This episode has been recorded and it's going to be available as a podcast, blog post, and on video. Visit servingstrong.com/Friday for all the details. I encourage you to tell your friends and your colleagues every Friday we are here talking about 3 coaching questions, 2 pillars of excellence content, 1 actionable takeaway, 0 cost to you. I'll see you next Friday.